Hello YouTubers, this is Cessna Ace, back again with another video. Another video in the series that I've been doing where I'm showing 15 games at a time from my video and computer game collections. Now, I've been concentrating on games for the NES, or if you prefer, the Nintendo Entertainment System, aka the NES. I guess you could refer to it as the Famicom West. Anyway, all the games that I have in front of me are for the NES, obviously, and they are boxed. Some are missing the manuals because I bought those games used. Now, there are no homebrews for the NES in front of me because all the homebrews for the NES that I still have to show didn't come with boxes. Now, over the last several weeks, I have made some orders for more homebrews for the NES from Retro USB. However, when I went on their site and placed those orders, I did notice a big notice up that says that they are on a road trip currently through Canada, and so shipping will not resume until July 9th. So the earliest they will send out those games to me is July 9th. When I get them, I'll show them. Alright, first up from Capcom, we have Mickey Mousecapade. Now, I have Disney tie-in games for both the NES and the Sega Master System. I don't know if it's just me or what, but it seems like Disney games for the NES are harder than those for the SMS. This is one I bought used, but I'll rephrase that. This is one that I bought used. However, it is complete. There's a manual and everything. And fortunately for me, because I really hate the practice, the previous owner did not feel the need to write their name or initials all over the cartridge. The cartridge is, as you can see, pristine. The manual is not in pristine condition, however, the previous owner did not write in it, which they could have been tempted to do because this is one of those manuals that has pages devoted to memos. In other words, notes. The previous owner did not make notes, or at least if they did, they didn't make them in the manual. Okay, this next one I know is complete because I bought it myself new back in the day, although I did buy it out of a discount bin, probably at Toys R Us. From THQ, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Not based on the movie, based on the animated TV series, which was based on the movie. So since I bought this new, it's complete. Okay, another one I bought used. Now, there is an NFL licensed football game for the NES with the amazingly creative title NFL. This doesn't have the NFL license. NES Play Action Football. I must say that this is in pretty good condition for a used game. Supports 4 players, so you need the 4-player what was that called? Multi-tap? I've never had one, so I had to think about it. I do have an NES Advantage arcade controller, boxed even. Cartridge is in really good condition, but no manual. Okay. I didn't plan it this way, but another one I bought new. Gauntlet. This also supports 4 players from Mindscape. I have the original Gauntlet for the NES. It was published by Tengen, but that is loose. Another one I bought new, and in fact, one I completed. It is a port of an arcade game from Mindscape. This is a port of Road Blasters. I also have Road Blasters for the Sega Genesis and the Lynx. This has 50 levels, and back in the day when I first bought this, I completed it. Now you might think, well, you can skip stages or levels in that game. The arcade game was the same way, but I didn't. I played every level. I didn't skip any. So I completed the game, going and getting through level 50. This is one, so sorry about that. Before I forget, Corporal Van. I'm trying to shout out at least one of my Patreon supporters in every video. Corporal Van. This is a game I bought used from Capcom USA, Capcom's Gold Medal Challenge 92. Now, even though I bought it used, it comes with everything, which includes the cartridge, the case, the manual, a catalog poster, a registration card, and a survey card, which makes this a very thick thing. Okay, this one I bought used, and it's obviously missing the little piece of styrofoam that's meant to help keep the box in good condition. Blades of Steel from Konami. Obviously, a hockey game. Although people always say ice hockey, and I don't know why. Is there another kind of hockey I don't know about? Yeah, it doesn't have the styrofoam piece. In fact, it doesn't have the manual or the plastic case either. But at least the cartridge hasn't been written on. So I need to be thankful for small favors. Okay. Moving on to a game I bought new from Ultra Games. Mission Impossible, not to be confused with Impossible Mission. It's obviously based on the television series of the same name. They hadn't begun making Mission Impossible movies at this time. Okay, another one I bought new from Milton Bradley, who have had at least two gaming systems of their own. They had if I'm not mistaken, they did release the Vectrex, but also they had a handheld, the very first handheld that used interchangeable cartridges. I think it used cartridges. It used interchangeable something. Anyway, it came out like in 72 or 3, somewhere around there. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. Some people don't like this game, but I do. Captain Skyhawk. From Absolute. On the spine, it's all one word, but on the front of the box, it looks like 2 words, although on the back, it's also 1 word. Battle Tank. Free offer inside. Okay, you're going to think I'm insane when I show you this one. Because I bought a copy of this game when it came out. So it was full price. And then something, I don't know what, happened to that game. I lost it. So I went on eBay a few years ago, it's been several years ago now, and bought a replacement copy. But even though I'm a fan of the series that this is based on, the TV series that this is based on, it's a bad movie game license. I meant to say it's a bad game from Bandai. Now, on the spine it just says Gilligan's Island, but on the box it clearly says The Adventures of Gilligan's Island. I grew up watching this series on television, and then I hit puberty, and no, I didn't fall for Ginger. I fell for Marianne. The age-old question, who do you prefer, Ginger or Marianne? Cartridge, plastic thing, and manual. This is not in the best of shape, so it just says Gilligan's Island on the spine. Games from Jaleco are worse, though, because they put Jaleco on the end label. How can you tell what game it is that way? Anyway, while I'm messing with this, shout out to Lord Maxon, Retro Gamer. If you haven't checked out his channel, do yourself a favor and do so. Lord Maxon. I will put his name in the description box. You know what? I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. Try turning this around. Oh, come on. A very frustrating game, and I knew it when I bought this replacement copy. That's why I said you may think I'm insane. Okay, in a previous video I showed Star Tropics 2, actually Zoda's Revenge, Star Tropics 2. Bought this back in the day, the original Star Tropics. Used game. I'm not going to be hip and say Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Brothers. This sort of thing is what they were doing early on. Cartridge. Manual. But no plastic thing to put the game in, and no piece of styrofoam to help support the box. So when I hold it like this, the game goes down here, and this is all empty space. Bought this one used from Taito. Power Blade. One would assume they were trying to make that look like Arnold, without actually buying the license to use his likeness. But that's obvious who they were going for. At least I think so. Another game where there's no manual, no plastic cartridge holder, and no styrofoam piece. But at least I could be thankful for the fact that they did not write on the cartridge. I need to get back into ordering games, more games for the NES, because I have 3 Model 1s, which, you know, the problem with the pins and the connectors with that thing. But I also have a Model 2, which you insert the cartridges from on top, from above. That VCR type design that they used for the Model 1 was poorly conceived, I think. Personal opinion. Okay, this last one is one I bought new back in the day from Broderbund. Legacy of the Wizard. This one uses a password feature as opposed to a battery. While I prefer a built-in battery, at least the password doesn't go dead over time. This game is like kind of like a platformer and a dungeon crawler in one. And I get down to a certain level and I can't go any further. I get stuck. But I do like the game. Just wish I were better at it. So that's going to do it for this video. Until next time, stay awesome.